Is it also about the issue of, setting the ball, in motion, in terms of putting the right environment, power, and all of that to ensuring that these things get to fruition, and it will not just be a tales by moonlight. It would be a tale that would indeed find preference, would find life in the Nigerian society. Nigerians and the citizenry are expecting from their country, right? And that is what it is. And it also brings to be about. It should be about looking into the very, very major needs of the citizenry, its people, and that would be food, shelter, security. These are the main things, right, that a government should look into. But then it is also very poignant the fact that we should also say that the military have also, had some very good runs when it comes to stampeding or bringing, to book to Nigeria, saying that we see the plight of what you're going through as a country, and our heart goes to you, and to allow for a good, at least even if we don't have it all, at least y'all should be able to eat. Doesn't it really call for concern right there? I mean, if you also want to take a look at Ukraine in itself, you will discover that in 2015, Ukraine, right, the GDP per capita was about $2,125 right there, compared to Nigeria's 2,680 per capita, US dollars. Ukraine also cultivates over 60% of its arable land, whereas Nigeria has over 60% uncultivated country, putting it side by side or juxtaposing it with our dear country, Nigeria. Then, of course, despite the conflict, Ukraine feeds itself and exports agricultural products worth over 25 billion US dollars, which is about the same value as our crude oil export earnings, and it serves as a strategic global food city. We need to be able to begin to buy into ourselves, grow necessary, export it out to other countries, and that this would only be the only panacea, or one of the measures to ensuring that Nigeria in itself, that our economy would indeed begin to appreciate, and the naira would begin to see some blossom, right? And it just also makes to ask the question of should we begin to turn to the international community for sustenance, and is our situation induced by war, such that we are saying that we are not able to be able to get food, and at least tackle it, food, and at least tackle the issue of to ensuring that these this situation, the people it was meant for, talking about the vulnerable of the society. There's also been this argument about whether or not the people, whether or not hunger is enough to get people to turning to criminality, and different scholars, the school of thought authorities have said one thing or the other, some supporting, not really totally supporting, but condemning the looting, but then blaming it on hunger, while others are saying that look, looting is looting regardless of the circumstance. It is not enough to say that you would loot a warehouse. So it's always the issue. It has always been the issue, and that is the issue that's ongoing. Help, is there shame in going, to the international community? They're saying that this already in most. Some are saying that you never can tell. Maybe the likes of China, maybe the likes of Russia, by coming to Nigeria and saying that what we want. I want to know your thoughts on this. I want to know what you think about this. I want to know that has been going on in the whole distribution phase and all of that. Well, the number is 0907 353 0044. The other number is 0908 766 8888, and you want to get to the WhatsApp portal number right there, send a WhatsApp message, or better still, just give us a text message via the WhatsApp portal number. It will be 0909-705-4450. We've got a call now. Let's take this one. Hello, good morning.
Thank you. Daniel, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Thank you. It's Obasanjo from Amali, Niger.
All right, Obasanjo, let's have your thoughts, though.
Thank you. You have said a lot pertaining our country and other country. You all gather them together to weigh how they are, their life. Ukraine supporting Nigeria with food. A green country like Nigeria. The country is good too. God bless the country, Nigeria. But it didn't bless us with leaders. Only leader that God has not blessed us with. If not, why a country that is on war for how many years or for how many months on war that we cannot support them? But we are not in the war. We are not at war. But the internal security, the internal problem of our country, distribution of food will come to other states. Why is it that the food distribution, for the first place, set up a good agriculture so that the poor masses will now see the dividends of that thing now? So you give it what is it, spaghetti to eat it. Tomorrow, are you going to give? How many cartons are you going to give me? Or how many cartons? The statistic of Nigeria. Do you know the statistic of Paipu local government in Niger State that you want to distribute it? In my community, do you know the number of people, the household that you want to give out this food? They have been spending our money for nothing. They don't have any reason. But life, we don't see any development that will come to this country.
All right, Obasanjo.
With this present democracy, with this present
all right, Obasanjo. Thank you so much. Let's have time to also hear from other callers right there. What do you also think could be the solution to these issues that we face as a country? Because just like somebody would want to say that the situation is becoming unbecoming. Let's have your take on this. 0907-353-0044 or 0908-766-8888. The WhatsApp portal number is 0909-705-4450. Hello and good morning.
Good morning, my brother. This is Alami calling back from Central area at the moment.
All right, Alamin, welcome aboard. Let's have your take.
Thank you. Thank you. You see, a lot of people are still living, with the illusion of the electoral defeat. I think it's really unfortunate that 9 months after, the opposition, PDP, Labour Party, are yet to get hold and grip of their emotions and move on and understand that it is time for governance. That is why you see people, how can you, every time you are so anxious to call and lament rather than thinking of how can you be productive and contribute to the growth of the country. Niger State governor presently is the best in terms of when we talk of governor that is defining that is taking advantage of the agricultural revolutionary in Nigeria. It's at the forefront. This man just about 3,000 tractors. They have delivered 1,500. It's an life. It's presently cultivated 215 hectares of land, and it has been, they are now a proposal that the women are going into the rainy season in a few months. They are going to be cultivating 500,000. They stop, the Niger State, processing company to package food and export. When you want the Niger State, I thought you have in Lagos. When you want the food bank, so when you don't hear people that claim to be from that state, If you to outline those of these successes and the measures that the government is putting in place, are we talking of the 3 billion that was recently released to the farmers in the state? So when you see people coming out that for the purpose of opposition, it's really unfortunate, you know. It is unfortunate, like I've always said, election is over. It is not about Tinubu. It's whether with or without Tinubu, Nigeria will remain. And if we still want the president to fail, it's not Tinubu that fails. It will be the hope and aspiration of over 200 million people are on his shoulders. You know, it is either we support him friends in our mouth. I pray it works for us individually. The president is doing well. There is no quick fix anywhere until the governor, the local government chairman, and every elected officer key into the aspiration and dream of the present administration. Like I always tell people, Nigeria is not like a country in Abuja. There are 6 governors, there are houses of assembly. What exactly is your governor doing to contribute to the growth and get us out of the mess we have? I almost say before I came from Kogi, we are the first state, you know, that got our letter, you know, of intent, where the federal government is, you know, approaching state government to donate, I mean, to give land ahead of, you know, the farming season. We have gotten our own letter, you know, the land has been allotted already. We are taking advantage of it. We are not coming online to wail and lament, because we know that lamenting and wailing every time does not solve anything. What exactly is your state governor doing to make food sufficient, you know, to make food insufficiency a thing of the past in your state? Abuja is not Nigeria.
Right.
What state are you coming from? What exactly is your state governor doing? This is what you be asking us. And my dear brother Udwa, thank you so much.
All right, thank you. Right there. What are your state governors doing right there? But then let's get on with this call right about now. Hello?
Hello, yes, good morning.
Yes, good morning. Good morning to you too. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Yes, my name is Omotayo, reaching you from Galadimawa.
All right, Omotayo. Welcome aboard. Let's have your thoughts.
Yes, doctor. You see, it has gone this bad. I mean, this is how bad the economy has become. That we are not undergoing any we're not undergoing war, neither are we undergoing any pandemic, any viral pandemic. That our government is talking about feeding us in our houses, at the confine of our houses. Dr. Udwak, is it only food that we need to survive as people, as human beings? How about cost of transportation, moving around? How about fans? I mean, money to buy fan in your houses. How about money to fuel your generators with AEDC that is really currently dealing with masses? How about other things? I mean, other basic things, to buy clothes, to wear clothes on your body and that of your children. How about to pay hospital bills for your family, your aged fathers and mothers that are in the hospital? Is it the food that keep you that is less than a bag? Or that is less than, I don't even know how to quantify it. Is that what will feed your people and take care of their hospital bills? Is that what will pay your children's school fees? This is how bad, this is how the country, I mean, our leaders has reduced the majority of Nigerians to paupers, to people in refugee camp. Yes, that's what they have reduced us to. That they are talking about feeding us, instead of empowering us to work and earn at least, and to be able to purchase, to have purchasing power, to be able to buy what we want, what we desire, to live the kind of life we desire as a people. This is the kind of poverty they plunged us into. That they are talking of feeding us, rather than looking for a way out of this menace that they dumped us into. Dr. Hooper, let me ask one question before I leave, because I know people who call and support this government, they will always do that because they are comfortable, sir. Sir, I cannot be eating from the largest and be saying what I'm saying. Although I'm a sincere person, I will not do that anyway. Do you understand? But I know how it is for these people. They say until you get there, you will not know how it is. They say, I will go. Now you know.
Mataya, just to say, supporting the administration does not really mean, because as in it's a duty. It's a duty. Each and every one of us should support the administration. That's what I'm trying to say. There's no point saying people who are supporting. I mean, the rain falls on all our roofs. Each and every one of us will face it. Yeah.
Dr. Udwak, if the person that is in charge of paying your salary is delaying your salary, buying vehicles, eating large, feeding fat, and it's telling you that there's no money to pay you your salary. Are you telling me that if a time comes when you are supposed to speak as a person for your right, when you are given the avenue to vent, you will say, well, my leader is doing very well, and we see him buying cars and enjoying himself, living large, but yet he cannot pay, just even if it's just me, one person. If okay, let's assume it's only just you. No. Your family depends on you. These people, they are looking up to you to come back tomorrow and, I mean, to bring something tangible home. And one director or the head of a department or accountant is feeding large, eating fat, and telling you that there's no money to pay you, and yet you will see him carrying women and living a test.
Amataya, in such a situation, what is my role as a citizen? If I had such a person, is to get the person, reported to the necessary authority. That is my duty. That is my duty. I'm just saying. You just asked the question. I'm just saying. Rather than wait till the time to vent, that's just what it is. Do the needful on your own, right? Then you can now vent later. Well,
I agree with you.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Which necessary authority do you want to report it to? Is it the judiciary that the people don't have confidence in anymore?
No, but that doesn't stop them from being a judiciary. That doesn't stop us from also having put on our faith in them. You understand? We have to begin. We have to also try to trust the process. That's where I'm coming from. And not just want to be.
You are a distributor or you are a in egg. I mean, you sell egg. And the table upon which you display your egg in crate is 40 on 2 legs. You understand? A table of 4 legs is 40 on 2 of its legs. Now, will you actually display the egg on top of the table before you start fixing the leg, or you will fix the leg before you display your eggs on the table?
Well, the rational thinking would only say that you fix it first before you do the needful. But Amataya, thank you. Thank you for your thoughts.
Let me just round up.
Okay, round up.
Now, you have given me a very good answer. If you don't fix the table before you display your eggs, it means there will be calamity eventually after displaying the egg, even if it's not that time. That is what the government is doing by traveling to countries to ask for investment, to literally beg for investment to come in. Your table on which you are saying these people should come and take their product, to come and invest, is 40 on 2 legs. If they come and display on that table, it means their product and yours will be destroyed eventually, will fall to the ground, and they will lose it. You will lose this thing. So fix the table first, which is the rational thinking. Fix the table first, which is this country, before you see these people come naturally.
Okay, fix the table first. Fix the table first, and then you would see naturally investment would come into Nigeria. That is Omatai right there. We're still taking your calls. Hello, good morning.
Daniel.
Yes, good morning.
Thank you, Mr. Daniel. Sorry, you're packing me.
Messenger.
30 seconds.
No, okay, let's make it 10. Let's go.
Okay.
Let's go.
Thank
10.
you. Propaganda cannot be coming into the government all time. We are supported of PDP 100%, and in Niger State there is no flag up of any hectares of land. If Alami will be coming down, be telling them, you cannot sit down like with Obasanjo. I am in Niger State, in a typical village. I usually go to town. The lamenting of the Niger State government, it's all around. Google all. It's all on propaganda on media that we flag up of 100 hectares of. There is no any community that the government of Niger State flag up any hectares of land.
All right, Obasanjo, that's fine. All right, Obasanjo. Well, the Umaru Bago, who happens to be the governor of Niger State, has said the state will significantly improve rice and cotton production. And Bago had said that the state has secured over 1 million hectares of farmland for the cultivation of the crops. I wouldn't see why the state governor would want to get, into just a media propaganda, in matters like this, especially when he had a meeting with the president himself, right? And of course, he agreed to the fact that food security is a priority in his government, and that they've told the president that they are very much ready from the 1st of January, of course, this year, to hit the ground running. And talking about hitting the ground running, there has also been some reports about the Niger State government receiving delivery of 300 tractors as promised by the governor in Umar Bago right there. So come on, you should get your facts right there before you say some of these things. Please, let's not also use the fora to maybe spread some news or fake or misinformed news. Get informed before getting involved, right? Hello, good morning.
Hello, Mr.
Yes, good morning, please. Good morning.
Sir.
Yeah, what's your name, please?
Thanks for the good job, sir. Yes, my name is Undu.
All right, welcome aboard.
Yes, Mr. Odua, our leader, knows the right thing to do. They are beating around the bush. We won't go anywhere. Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, we won't go anywhere. See, I don't want to believe that those in authority don't know what to do. They know what to do. They are not doing it. Like one of the position candidates, say that the money that Yahoo boys use in a whole year is not out to what the politicians is, in a day. Every day they keep stealing our money, buying dollars.
You cannot generalize that. That is a statement of fact that you can't generalize.
Yes, I will give you a lot of.
You might want to go straight to the point now.
For example, it was reported in the Daily Sun. Hello. It was reported in the Daily Sun that the former Accountant General was accused of embezzling over $100. It's riding in armored car, in this Abuja. Nobody has done anything to him. And so many others. So you see, as long as our leaders knows what to do, and they don't want to do it, we will just beating around the bush. And I want to tell you one thing, sir.
Right.
The issue of insecurity still go down to fighting insecurity. If the president, because the power that the pro-security apparatus. So if the president cannot fight security tooth and nail to bring it to a new, we're not going to go anywhere, because in this country we have seen farmers in Borno State, and one day keep over 50 of them, and we have seen farmers, if they cultivate anything they want to harvest it, they must pay levies to bandits before they can harvest it. Right. They do. Others will burn down your houses, they will bring their cattle based on what you have cultivated, and a lot of people are not going to the farm. So you must fight insecurity to bring it to a standstill, for farmers to be able to go to the farm. Otherwise, this is not going to work. I also want to say one thing, that our leader, our president should stop going looking for investors. Let me come and fight insecurity and provide power for what they need, and the resources come on their own.
Thank you so much there for that one. Well, then, you've made your thoughts very loud and clear. But the governors also are like the chief, in their various states, and they have the absolute power to harness the resources, the security apparatus in their country, in their states, to fighting and bringing taking out these insecurities in their state. I mean, this thing is about it gets to the point where if you begin to feel how your people feel, if you begin to want to put yourself in the shoes of that family member whose brother, whose sister, whose mother, whose parent has been kidnapped and all of that, or those who have lost their lives and everything, if you put yourself in that shoe and you feel it, you wouldn't want to wait for the president or the center to do the needful. Why then are you the governor? Why are you even the governor of that state? You should fight tooth and nail to seeing that your state, especially the one that you are governing, is relatively secure, right? But then let's also look into the matter that concerns the fact that still on the hardship issues, that the AFDB that's the Africa Development Bank board of directors, have approved 134 million US dollars for Nigeria to implement an emergency food production plan, and that is according to Kinwumi Additional right there. And he also goes on to saying the talks are ongoing for a 1.7 billion US dollars economic budget support loan, as well as the launch of a 1 billion US dollar agro-industrial processes in 28 states, right? And that is some good development. And this is coming, in the heels or on the heels of the Biden food shortage that has led to hunger protests in Nigeria state, and most recent the attacks on grain warehouses in Abuja, in Ogun State, in Niger State, and in Kaduna State as well. Well, let's still have your thoughts right there. 09073530044, and the other number is 09087668888. And what do you think could be the solution? How do we proffer solution to these issues? I mean, it's one thing to say and talk about the problems, but it's another thing to also want to look at the solution. That is the difference between criticizing someone or a thing or a cause and critiquing the cause. When you criticize, you're not giving any solutions. But when you're critiquing, of course, you are, condemning a situation and then, of course, giving a possible solutions to that situation. Hello. All right, that's a miss. Keep it coming. 09073530044. Hello. Good morning. Hello,
Mr. Daniel.
Obasanjo, let's give space for someone others to have their take too.
I want to clarify something for you.
It's okay, Obasanjo. Let's just have others to also add their voice on the matter. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning to you.
Mr. Daniel, good morning. This is Mr. Francis.
All right, Mr. Francis, where are you calling from, please?
I'm from Masaka.
All right, Francis, let's have your thoughts.
I think the second to the third last caller who spoke about the table, putting the table first before placing your goods. I think the man spoke extensively where I supposed to touch.
Okay.
So what is going on in the country is that we refuse to do the needful and just chasing the rats. Your heart will be burning and you are busy chasing the rats. Instead of looking how to quench the fire, and you are chasing rats. After finishing catching the rat, by the time you come back, that is exactly what has been happening since the inception of this democracy. Let us just look at the very present democracy. Because what I'm trying to say, my brother, is that look at what is happening. Like other people will say, is it food that is the only thing that is important to our life? Food is very important, it's necessary. But what of shelter? We are not talking of shelter again, we are only talking of food. And our leaders will always tell us to want to bring a food palliative. It's an insult to the nation, to the masses of the nation. So we cannot build a house, we cannot do other things. So the reason being that look at our National Assembly, the executive, the judiciary member, the three arms of the government, living flamboyantly and telling the masses to have patience. That is what we had in 8 years of former president. That after 8 years, Nigeria will appreciate him. Now, are we appreciating him? Is it not blame that this very one is blaming the past? Why that is the same government? So I don't see a kingdom that divides against itself that shall stand. It is written in the Bible that every kingdom that divides against itself shall not stand. And this very one is blaming the past, which is all of them are one house. So how do you reconcile these two? Brother, we find ourselves in a very big mess. It's only God that will help, and we need action. The masses of this nation, we cannot sit down and be watching. I'm not supporting violence, but let us come out and match these people, head to head. Because if you are waiting for them, they are not ready. Look at what the National Assembly are doing. They are buying cars of how much? Hundreds of millions, one person saying that is a functionary car. What are you doing there? Why people are dying in hunger? Bring down the cost of governance. In other countries, government officials, they are using commercial flights. Even a minister can use first class flights, and it's our own taxpayers' money. For what? For crying out loud sake, my brother. If they refuse to bring down the cost of this in terms of their government, and again put security in order, which I know that government can do it if they want